Bombshells were dropped in Star Wars The Force Awakens. But what were the 5 most shocking moments of the movie? Find out my thoughts next. Hey Super Tubers, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and spread the word about the channel, and find me on these social media platforms. Number 5 on our list is when Supreme Leader Snoke revealed to the audience that Kylo Ren was the son of Han Solo and Princess Leia. There were hints sprinkled throughout the movie, specifically when Kylo had a conversation with Lord Van Tekka at the very start of the film, but when Snoke actually officially said that the droid was on the Millennium Falcon with your father, Han Solo, it was extremely creepy. And then of course Kylo Ren responds with, "He means nothing to me." And truly this became the first moment in the film that really bridged the gap between the old generation and the new as far as relationships go, because now we're actually seeing the children of the previous cast become confirmed characters. And what a shock that Han Solo and Princess Leia's son actually joined the dark side and became evil. But of course, if you've read the expanded universe, you've heard this before. Number 4 on my list was the infamous interrogation scene between Kylo Ren and Rey, where Rey reverses the Force mind read on Kylo Ren. I absolutely love this scene because the beautiful thing about this story and the script is that we saw Kylo Ren successfully interrogate Poe Dameron earlier in the film. But once he ran into Rey, who may have superior, if not equal, force power or force potential than Kylo, she actually reversed it on him and actually found deep in the crevices of his mind that he feared not being as powerful as Darth Vader. And then, of course, Kylo lost it. I absolutely loved this moment. I thought it was a huge shocker, and I thought it was a great development of where Rey is going, and really, it does bring up the question, how the hell is Rey so powerful? Well, there might be more to it than that, and the rumors and the speculation have begun on that one. Number 3 on the list was this film's version of the destruction of Alderaan, except it was not Alderaan, and no, it was actually not Coruscant, it was Hosnian Prime. A lot of people have mistakenly thought that the planets that Starkiller Base destroyed were Coruscant and a few others. That is not correct. They destroyed the Hosnian system, including Hosnian Prime. However, the connection is there because the expanded universe books, the new novels that Disney's been putting out, and the new material explains that Hosnian Prime is actually the new home, the new capital of the Republic, and is the location of the Senate. So it's almost as if they did blow up Coruscant, just the newer version of it. This scene was so incredibly, I guess, disturbing. The way the music was, the way the speech that Hux gave, the red giant beam shooting out from the core of the planet directly into blowing up 5 planets, the slow motion. It was truly heart-wrenching, and even though the connection that we had with it is not as strong as the connection that we had with Alderaan, nonetheless, the scene just had a very tragic, heartbreaking vibe to it, and of course, that begs the question, the Republic is very much damaged. Will the Republic retaliate in Episode 8 or before Episode 8 after 7? Open war has been declared. Number 2 on my list could very well be number 1, and really would be number 1 had it not been for a few factors, and probably is number 1 on many people's lists, the death of Han Solo. This scene was completely expected by many people. The information leaked out earlier this year and was speculated upon more than anything because of the reports that we had heard that Harrison Ford wanted Han Solo to die at the end of the Star Wars trilogy back in the 80s, the original trilogy. Well, naturally, one would think if he was coming back to the franchise that he would want to die again. Now, the scene itself, although very expected, because you knew once Han Solo hit that bridge and once he said, "You go up, I go down" to Chewie, you knew it was bad news. Plus, it was teased earlier from Snoke. But that does not take away from the impact of this scene. Han Solo's a character that we all grew up with, or many of us grew up with. We all loved Han Solo. We really kind of felt for him that his son had gone to the dark side, and we all related to him in his quest to bring his son back. And the way that this scene was shot, directed, and performed by Harrison Ford and Adam Driver was absolutely fantastic, emotional, and it is truly, even if you knew, this scene is truly one of the most important and emotional and fantastically performed scenes in all of Star Wars. And that's why it's number 2. So what would number 1 be? Number 1, even though I predicted it, it's still number 1, and that is Rey lighting up the lightsaber after Finn was defeated and defeating Kylo Ren. Amazing scene, makes my heart pump every time I see it, and I've seen it 3 times already. Kylo Ren goes for the lightsaber, it whips right past his face, she grabs it, she lights it, and she begins her first steps into fulfilling her destiny. And many people have criticized it because they say that Rey is not anywhere close to being as trained as Kylo Ren. Yes, that's true, but if the rumors are true about who she is, plus the fact that Kylo Ren was injured by a Chewbacca blast to the rib cage and to the legs or wherever he hit him, it would make sense that Rey would beat him. Plus, Kylo just got into a fight with Finn. But nonetheless, the scene where she grabs the lightsaber and you hear the classic John Williams Star Wars score, that made the movie. Not just did that make this movie amazing, but it set the tone for the next 2 films. I cannot wait. Those are my most shocking moments of Star Wars The Force Awakens. Tell me yours as we all await with bated breath Episode 8, where we're probably going to get even more bombshells. I can't wait.